Welcome to a wee bonus episode of the Traitors, a Traitors podcast. Of course, this podcast is dedicated to all things in the world of the Traitors, and I am Matthew. I work in unscripted TV development. Now, this episode is just to talk a little bit about a really special event that happened yesterday at the Royal Albert Hall in London, and that was the Traitors live as part of the BBC Proms. There were two performances of the show. I was at the afternoon show, there was one in the evening as well. Now, you may be listening to this little podcast episode. If you are, thank you very much. You may want to check out the YouTube page or the Instagram page at the Traitors Podcast to see some videos and visuals to go along with this, so you can see exactly what I was talking about and what I experienced yesterday on the 26th of July. The show was sold out as far as we're aware, and of course the Royal Albert Hall is an incredible building, a really epic space for this performance to take part in. There, it was mostly seated, but there was a standing area in the arena, complete with an actual round table from the show, maybe not from the show, like a sort of mini version of the round table. And most of the music was performed by the BBC's Scottish Symphony Orchestra. Feeling they probably felt extra pressure to use the Scottish Symphony Orchestra after the show has come under a bit of fire for claiming to be a sort of regional Scottish show, yet mainly not really employing many Scottish people at all. The music, of course, was comprised of the score that we know and love from the show. Composed by Sam Watts, who's been on the podcast before. You can go back and listen to my episode with Sam. Sam was in the audience yesterday and had a shout out or two from Claudia. And there were also songs that you'll recognise from the show, these sort of eerie, gothic, new interpretations of pop songs. And other classical pieces of music inspired by the Traitors, like Danse Macabre, one of my favourites, and some sort of Tosca opera music. And throughout the show there were clips on big screens from the first 3 seasons of UK Traitors to go along with the music, which, you know, it's funny, we've seen all these before, but having them compiled together and going along with the music was really invigorating, and I think just reminded everybody of why we love the show so much. And there were some really funny moments we all remembered, but also just lots of those incredibly intense dramatic moments up on the screens. It was great to see again. There were singers on stage joining the orchestra, there was a choir, and there were individual singers. Some of the songs were, you know, Toxic and Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo. We had Murder on the Dance Floor, and we also had The Hanging Tree, that anthem from the Hunger Games movies, which we know the contestants here, the producers play the song to the contestants before they go into the round table to really amp them up. And it is a very creepy, atmospheric, haunting song, so that was wonderful to hear in the Royal Albert Hall. We're told
Strange things could happen here, stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree? I heard coming to the tree. They strung up a line. They say they were free. Strange things could happen here, stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree?
It was not just a classical music show, it was sort of immersive, very theatrical. Claudia, of course, was there to host, and it was scripted to appear like we were in a version of the game. We were being treated as players and being told that there were traitors planted in the audience. And I don't want to tell you too much about it because you may be able to watch the whole show, actually. I'll tell you about that in a moment. So it was really good fun. There actually were some riddles and clues for us to follow and see what we could figure out. And there were clowns from the show, you might remember from last season. We had scarecrows, we had the robed figures with the masks wandering around in the audience trying to freak us out. And as well as Claudia, there were stars from season 3. Up on stage, we had Harry and Alex and Linda and Mina. And I managed to meet Harry after the show. You can see my picture on the Instagram page or on YouTube. There were some other players from season 1 in the audience too. There was Maddie, who I've met before at another event. You can see my picture with her on Instagram. Tom, Amos, Alex from season 1. Tom and Alex, the couple, they're still together by the looks of it. It was, all in all, a very atmospheric, like I've said, event, really just reminding us what's so great about the show and getting everybody amped up for Celebrity Traitors UK, which is on the way very, very soon. You can already listen to the whole performance on the BBC website. If you search BBC3 Proms Traitors, you'll find it very easily. And some of the Proms performances are on BBC iPlayer already. The Traitors one isn't there yet, but they were filming the entire event. There were cameras everywhere, so I'll be very surprised if that doesn't appear on BBC iPlayer quite soon, so you can watch the whole show. I'll be back on the podcast for lots more Traitors in September. Going to be a busy month. Celebrity Traitors UK, Traitors Ireland. There may even be another show by Studio Lambert, Creators of the Traitors, before that. So the podcast may be back sooner than that. Maybe in August there will be something else exciting happening. In the meantime, thank you for listening to this little bonus episode. Bye-bye.